Hey guys, this is Robert with Malai Law. We are the #1 highest rated business law firm for entrepreneurs with more than 1,400 5-star Google reviews. We help entrepreneurs just like you start their business without dealing with complicated legal forms. Today, we are going to talk about how to form a single member LLC in the United States. Oftentimes, our clients get so overwhelmed with the procedures of starting their business that they never end up getting started in the first place. Don't let the complicated paperwork and various steps required to overwhelm you. Let us help you. So let's begin. The first step is for you to choose the name of your LLC. Each state has different laws that must be complied with when registering your LLC. It is important to check with the Secretary of State's office to see what the naming requirements are for your state before you begin. If your name does not comply with the rules of your state, then your LLC registration may be rejected. Generally, the name must have an LLC designator at the end of it, such as LLC or Limited Liability Company, and the name can't be misleading. Next, once you have determined that your name complies with the state rules, you must then check the Secretary of State's website to see if it is available. This can be done very quickly in most states by simply doing an LLC name search on your Secretary of State's website. Lastly, it is important to make sure that your name is not violating another company's trademark. The next step is to choose a registered agent for your LLC. A registered agent is a person that agrees to receive important legal documents on behalf of the LLC. These documents may include lawsuits, subpoenas, IRS documents, and other official documents from the government. Almost all states require that you include the contact information for the registered agent in the LLC registration documents. A registered agent can be a member or officer of the LLC that lives in the U.S. You can also hire an independent company to act as the registered agent, and the company will scan and email the documents to you. So, now that you have both a valid name for your LLC and a registered agent, the next step is to file the Articles of Organization with your state. Each state has its own requirements and procedures when filing. However, they generally all require the same information, such as the name and address of the LLC and registered agent, the purpose of the LLC, and the name of the LLC owner. The information must be sent to the Secretary of State's office along with the filing fees required by your state. The filing fee depends on the state and ranges from about $50 to $300 in some states. Once you send in the articles, the state will get back to you with a certificate or other document that confirms that your LLC is officially registered with the state. When you receive this document from the state, you are technically a registered business. However, there are some other steps that you must take. The first step you should take after filing with the state is to draft an LLC operating agreement. An operating agreement is a legal document that outlines the ownership and operating procedures of your LLC. It is essentially a roadmap that describes how your LLC will be operating. The operating agreement is an internal document and is generally not filed with the state. The purpose of the operating agreement is to provide the owners with a document that explains the rules of the LLC. This document sometimes will be used in court to prove that the LLC structure is separate from that of the individual LLC owner. Additionally, banks often ask to see your operating agreement prior to allowing you to open an account in the LLC's name. It is important to note that without an operating agreement, the LLC can be sued and the court may remove the protection and go after your personal assets and hold you personally liable for the LLC's actions. Overall, we strongly recommend getting your LLC operating agreement drafted by a lawyer, so don't hesitate to reach out if you need assistance. The next step is to apply for your employer identification number, also known as an EIN number. An EIN number is a number for your business that is assigned by the Internal Revenue Service. You can obtain the EIN number by applying on the IRS website. Your EIN is required to open a U.S. bank account, start a business, apply for various permits and licenses for your business. Some people think that because they don't have a social security number, a U.S. address, or an individual taxpayer identification number, that they cannot obtain an EIN. However, this is not true. Here at Malai Law, we are able to get you an EIN number even if you do not live in the U.S. and don't have a social security number. So once you get your EIN number, you must now apply for permits and licenses for your business. It is important to keep in mind that many businesses are required to obtain various permits and licenses, and every state has different requirements. These may include a business license, sometimes referred to as a tax registration certificate, a seller's permit, a reseller certificate, or a zoning permit. So, to summarize, when starting an LLC in the U.S., you must first think of a name that complies with your state's requirements. Second, you must determine who the registered agent will be. Third, you must file your articles of incorporation with your state. Fourth, you must draft or hire a lawyer to draft your operating agreement. Fifth, you must obtain your EIN number. And lastly, you must obtain the necessary permits and licenses so that you can operate your business properly. So if you're an entrepreneur looking to form a single member LLC in the U.S., then click on the link below to schedule a free consultation with us. During the phone call, we will be able to help determine what your specific business needs are and hold your hand throughout the process. Let us do what we are good at so that you can focus on growing your business.